Shaka Hislop, good to be with you, especially to discuss some what can only be defined as good news. Marcus Rashford will be honored with an MBE, a member of the Order of the British Empire. I guess it's impressive that a footballer would get this award, Shaka, but even more impressive is that it's a footballer who's 22 years old.
Yeah, it's a significant achievement for somebody that young. But I'll also hasten to add, Sebastian, that it's fully deserved. Marcus Rashford, and for all he's done, not just on the park in representing both Manchester United and the England national team, but more to the point, what he's done over these recent months in the midst of the pandemic, while schools were closed. Marcus Rashford made the point of knowing and expressing his concern, given that that some of these disadvantaged communities that rely on school meals for their kids to get healthy meals during the day, a lot of those kids would be going without. And not only did he raise funds, but he pressured the government to change their own approach to these communities in need. It speaks to an understanding about your role as a footballer. It speaks to the platform that you employ and how best to use it. And all this coming from a 22-year-old, it speaks to a maturity beyond his age. And this order is as high as it is fully deserving by Marcus Rashford, setting an example off the field in a way that I don't think many before him have.
And Shaka, you mentioned the impact he was able to have, of course, securing food for kids who didn't have it during the pandemic. It's really a trend that we've started to see more and more, especially here in the United States, athletes speaking out and really getting away from the old slogan, stick to sports.
Yeah, without question. Listen, I think athletes earn their platforms, albeit through athletic skills, and they have to use those platforms to advocate for those things that mean a lot to them. I think athletes are best in advocating for issues that they can identify with on a first-hand basis, and that's exactly what Marcus Rashford did. Even though he was initially knocked back in his efforts to secure meals for kids who would be going without because of the closure of schools thanks to COVID-19, he was relentless in his pursuit and his pressure of the British government, and it reaped rewards. It reaped rewards in a way that I don't think we can ever truly understand. Many of these families rely on those school meals as their one healthy meal a day, and for them to have to go without, I think affected those kids and those families in ways that many people refuse to acknowledge. But Marcus Rashford refused to take no for an answer, and his work went rewarded. He is now going to be rewarded, but I think this individual award that he is due to receive is not only deserved, but he shares with a community that continues to support him.
Yeah, really remarkable stuff. Marcus Rashford made an MBE at just the age of 22. Shaka Hislop, thanks for the time.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.